Welcome to our session Environmental Analysis, the Macro Environment. My name is Professor Dr. Mario Blowik. The discussion about firms' resources, structures, and strategies, as well as its interface with its environment, is also found in the literature within the category of institutional theories of organizations. The institutional theory serves as a framework for identifying and analyzing the factors that support the viability and legitimacy of organizations. In general, these factors include societal, economic, and political legal regulations, as well as an organization's tradition and history. These factors have a direct impact on the strategies and organizational decisions of firms. With the aim of improving their position and legitimacy, firms should adhere to rules such as regulatory structures and practices. Contextual risks are a result of the external uncertainties embodied in the macro environment of the firm's international target market. For example, political legal uncertainties arise from instability in the political system or from policies of the local government, such as those concerning private ownership, operational risk, and transfer risk. Aspects of the institutional environment can have a direct effect on a firm's market entry strategies in a foreign target market. Country uncertainties regarding the protection of intellectual property rights further contribute to environmental risks and can result in a firm's reduced investment activity. Demographic characteristics can result not only in lower demand for a technology, but also in modification and adaptation of existing technologies. A well-known tool for scanning macro-environmental factors for a firm is the so-called Pest Analysis. Pest means political, economic, social, and technology analysis. In some literature sources, pest is supplemented by ecological and legal factors. Therefore, the acronym becomes PESTLE or PESTLE, depending on the author. Drawbacks of pest analysis are that originally less attention was paid to ecological issues. However, ecology has become an increasing challenge related to the global pollution of water and air, as well as exploitation of natural resources. Current global business behavior should be viewed in light of, hopefully, an increasing public awareness regarding ecological challenges. Seele, which means society, ecology, economy, law, and expertise, emphasizes societal and not narrowly social, according to the Pestel analysis, as well as ecological issues and better considers modern service industry driven societies. Important elements of the macro-environmental scan when applying Seele are the following. First, society. Overall acceptance of equal human rights. Freedom and diversity of religion. Family life attitudes. Marriage and divorce rates. Attitudes towards handicapped people. Embedding of children and pensioners. Age distribution of the population. Birth and death rates. Quality of healthcare and the pension system. Integration of immigrants. Education and research. Attitudes towards technology. Materialistic versus non-materialistic priorities in life. Rate of saving versus consumption. Preferences in leisure time. Second, ecology, climate conditions and natural events, availability of raw materials and natural resources, attitudes regarding exhausting or protecting the environment, quality of life and health, quality of air and water, level of noise disturbance, industry emission standards, environmental standards for traffic, acceptance or refusal of chemical or genetically manipulated animals and plants, attitudes towards renewable energies and nuclear power. Third, economy, liberalized market economy versus planned economy, gross domestic product trends, stability of the banking and finance system, availability and cost of capital, currency policy and exchange system, national state surplus or deficit rates, unemployment rates, inflation and deflation rates, national trade balances, export versus import, average wage and salary level. Fourth, overall protection of human rights, free election and multi-political party system, private property rights, demonstration rights, freedom of opinion, free or censored mass media, freedom for authors, writers, and correspondents. And fifth, expertise, specific knowledge utilized in industries, plant utilization and industry efficiency, quality consciousness, innovation potential, technological affinity of the population, willingness to make use of new and complex techniques, and national infrastructure, including access to World Wide Web and logistics. The study of market entry abroad necessarily assumes the recognition and understanding of the respective environmental macro structures. A firm that plans business activities in a foreign country needs to collect and evaluate necessary information based on the Saylor elements and their interconnections. In general, the educational system, as a fragment of society established by the national government, should attempt to provide qualified and ethically responsible people for the firms and organizations. At the same time, firms should be aware of their social responsibility. A hire and fire policy that aims to exploit the employees for short-term objectives or, alternatively, internally developing and improving the qualifications of the firm's personnel reveal different behavioral and ethical aspects of a firm's culture. These examples of diverse firm policies necessarily suggest positive or negative consequences for its national environments. When local governments in a foreign market set new legal standards in order to reduce environmental damage, for example, product labels that show the electricity consumption of a device, the new standard hopefully cause a change in customer needs and preferences. For example, product purchases with reduced power utilization. Consequently, such standards influence the destiny of a manufacturing firm and the sales potential of a new product. If the firm has reliable, sophisticated market research and forecasting, it is better able to forecast new political and technological trends and appropriately focus the corresponding research and development activities. Suppose an enterprise performs well, its business will result in a higher number of employees. If not, employees need to be released and the firm may face bankruptcy, which finally contributes to an economy's higher unemployment rate. A firm that targets foreign direct investment and compares different potential target markets may raise, among others, questions such as the following. How will costs and earnings develop in the respective regions in the future? Are the factor costs in countries with relatively low wage levels associated with lower educational levels that result in lower productivity and employees that are less conscious of quality? How much training is necessary for the workforce? Do the work ethics and the loyalty of the staff differ culturally from the atmosphere at home? Because factors of the macro environment vary from country to country, they provide the basis of diversified opportunities and threats for the international business activity of the firm. An opportunity is a condition in the macro environment that, if properly utilized, helps the firm achieve a competitive advantage, while a threat may hinder a company's efforts to attain strategic competitiveness in global business. As is clear from the arguments and examples mentioned above, there are various linkages between the macro and the industry environments. These elements continuously evolve. Changes lead to modification in the cost and revenue structure, which may be favorable or unfavorable to the firm. Therefore, a continuous and permanent scan of the firm's macro environment, usually carried out by the firm's marketing department, is of vital importance to the company.